Gene. Good evening. Welcome to Open Vibes. I am here with Mark Lane, entertainer,
Hey.
host, MC, and DJ most of all. So we're going to jump right
Watch out.
into it. Mark Lane, tell us a little
Yes,
bit about
ma'am.
who you are and about your brand.
Well, my name is Mark Lane, aka DJ Mark Lane Entertain. For what I do now, I'm thankful. Well, first and foremost, I'm thankful and grateful for this opportunity, Ms. D'Amica Eugene. Thank you for having me on.
You
Um,
are welcome.
but I specialize in DJing. I've been DJing about 10 years. Kind of been on my own now for about 4 years. I have my own company. And then also in reference to artistry, I've done some music in the past, done some writing, and been in the studio and got some stuff on iTunes and different networks in that nature.
Nice.
Also branding into acting. I've been doing acting for about 2, 3 years now in reference with my family and my kids, and that's truly been a blessing. And so, just and also getting into the YouTube world, doing a little comedy, sketch comedy. I'm trying to live my dreams. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much me and my brand and how I'm living and loving life.
Excellent. So recently, Mark, you left Texas and you and your entire family married 20 years,
Yes, ma'am.
3 children, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You
So you're
guys
right.
ventured out to California to
Yes.
pursue your passions, not only your passions, but this is a family affair.
Amen.
Nice,
Amen. Yes.
nice.
And
So,
I go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you was asking the question. Go ahead. Do
no,
your thing.
I was gonna say, so tell us a little bit about how has that been for you guys?
So the transition, the Bible says the just shall walk by faith. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you, it's truly been and is continuously a faith walk. Coming to California, going against the grain, a lot of family and friends, close people. Man, you going to Cali, you crazy. But man, I have faith. I believed in myself. I believed in the season. I believed in my family. I believed in what I felt the Spirit was telling me and leading me to do. And we stepped out, man. Stepped out on nothing and believing on something. And that's really been the walk, and it's continuously the walk. And we got in our cars. I was working for a company, and we had just gotten with an agency out here. My daughter got set up and found us a place, a beautiful couple that took us in. We thank God for them, and they have a little house. Out here in California, you have a lot of rental properties. You have people that have their house, and then they have like rental properties, or some people just rent rooms. You just got one room in the house to rent, or do like an Airbnb. But we actually rented a house. It's basically a garage. Think about this now: a garage transition to a little small home, and you got 5 bodies. We had my son at the time. He was about maybe a little over a year. He stayed in the closet at the bottom in a little baby carriage thing. We put him in there, and we had one bed, and we had a couch that we folded out. Me and my wife slept on the bed. We transitioned the little living room into a 2 little bedroom. We folded that couch, and my daughters, they slept there. And we
Wow.
we rolled on with it, man. It was tight, but it was right.
Okay. It's
Man.
right. And when you lay it like that and you leap out on faith, tell us what you guys kind of, the transition, the emotional, we following God, we doing this, and
Right.
tell us
Yeah,
about that.
fear tries to creep. It's natural. Fear comes in. What am I doing? Why did I do this? Is this the right move? All those emotions hit you, but at the end, on the promise of what you believed, and if you believe it, there's going to be moments where you may feel like, man, is it coming true? Did I make the right move? And things like that. But you just got to have patience, and that's really what we did. We spoke about having patience, and there's a lot of people that make that jump to trying to live the dream in LA, and some people make it, some people don't, and so it's just really holding on despite the emotional sways that happen when the fear, the anxiety, and the worry and those things try to come in. You just keep holding on to your faith and believing, because that's really all you got to stand on.
Excellent. So how old are the children?
I've got an 11-year-old daughter, Kayla. I've got a 7-year-old daughter, Rose, and I've got a 4-year-old son. Mark the 3rd.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
So you guys have been there for several years now. I saw that, I think, was it today that your daughter actually was on set?
Yeah. She's shooting a commercial today. Yeah, she's got a commercial today. She's shooting. Yes, ma'am. Yep, you
And
got
see,
it.
and that, I mean, I do a little bit of
I
research.
see a little bit. I got you.
But that's that walking by faith and you know, knowing that it's going to manifest, knowing that it's going to happen. So you've
Yeah.
had your own business for
Right.
the last 4 years, but you've been a DJ for 8.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your DJing skills and how that came to be.
All right.
A DJ.
So
And what
me,
type of-
I'm really I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm
Mhm.
really working on, since I'm out here in LA. My goal is to really work on the actual technical style of DJing, because I can do a little bit here and there, but I want to be able to scratch vinyl, all that kind of stuff. Right now, I just kind of use a regular, DJ SR2 Serato DJ controller, which is kind of basic DJing. But for me, I'm actually what my specialty, what makes me great, I feel like, is that I'm naturally just a host and an energetic person at your party. I get everybody up. I'm making jokes. We laughing. We walking up. So it's not so much about the music and the equipment and all of that, but it's really just the atmosphere. The atmosphere is what everybody gets in tune with, and then they just ready to go live with it. And that's really the goal.
Wow.
Yes, man. And that's really how I do what I do. But like I said, I'm really working on. I'm getting with some mentors to kind of help me, master my skills and let that be a continuous thing to grow in that.
Definitely. Growth is essential, and knowing that, in every arena, no matter what, you're still going to grow. And I think when you said mentorship, that's imperative, especially with all the areas that you're involved in.
Yes, ma'am. And that's
go ahead.
No, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Do your thing.
You all right? Go ahead. I want to hear it.
No, that's one thing that my wife always tells me is, it's all about organic growth. Many times I'll do something, or even when I was doing it small, starting off DJing, whatever the case may be. And, everybody wants everything big, but, everything starts small, almost like a seed. So, it's like you said, let that growth happen and water it with each event, each thing that you do. And it'll naturally grow, rather than just I want that home run. Got to get a base hit every once in a while. Yes, ma'am.
That's it. So Open Vibes is centered around gifts. It's centered around gifts and talents, and knowing that, it's not necessarily the environment you're in, but it's actually what's in you and the gift that you have. And allowing it to manifest and allowing it to grow. I read in your bio about how you felt that you could not breathe without doing what was.
Okay, you got it. Yeah. Okay.
What you were called.
Yes, ma'am. I started off. I went to high school, went into the military, which was cool. Shout out to the military, all my soldiers and soldierettes out there doing your thing. We appreciate, and also you appreciate your service. Even when I was in the military, I was always the cat. Mark, beatbox, do that dance. Hey man, make us laugh. When we was in the field, I always had that naturally, what I'm saying? But I was still doing the job, so I had to do what I had to do. Got out the military, got into retail, worked for the Men's Warehouse for many years, which it was cool, but it was a job. I really didn't feel like I was stepping into my own and really being excited about what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I did it because I had to do it, young, married, and everything like that. And then I got into recruiting, where I was recruiting doctors and stuff like that. That was more so, it was a corporate setting. It was a wonderful opportunity, but it was different for me. I had never been in a setting like that, but I still felt caged in. As far as my expression, I feel like I wanted to do more things entertainment wise, but of course, I got to pay the bills and things like that, and so I think I felt throughout all those transitions, throughout all those jobs, I never really felt like I was doing me 100% me. You know what I'm saying? I was going basically through the motions. I was going through the motions, and when you go through the motions, I really wasn't doing my job to the best of its ability because I wasn't in it. I was there because I had to do it, but I wasn't really fully, truly into it and excited about what I was getting ready to do. And then I just decided, I got to the point, and I think I was dealing with that, and I think that caused me to get depressed. I wasn't happy. I was
Mhm.
just struggling and pulling myself to do things. But it wasn't until I started to step into what I really felt like I loved. And the DJing thing started, and then we started doing a little bit of the entertainment and the acting side and things like that. And that's why I started to feel like, man, this is more me. It's natural. It comes to me naturally. I'm loving. I'm having fun. I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to do that. And I'm thankful. I finally stepped. I feel like I've stepped into my lane, into my stride. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
just taking it one day at a time. Thank God. Yes, ma'am.
Thank God. I,
I hope I went too long on that question.
no, like I said, this is your time. It's
All right.
okay. I'm here
All right.
for it.
Yes.
I thank you for your service as well. I thank you for this because, far too often we limit ourselves because of what the naysayers say. And like when you guys traveled to LA and people were saying California, that's a big leap.
Yeah.
Now, 20 years of marriage.
Yes, ma'am.
Praise God. 20
Well, thank you.
years.
Won't he do it? Yes, ma'am.
Won't
Won't he do it? Yeah, won't he do it? Yes, ma'am. We doing it.
And she saw that you were not content in that space. And so I'm believing, I don't know the whole story, but I know it was her that pushed you into your element and believed in you to do
Yes,
the
ma'am.
work
That's
called to do. So now is she acting
Yes.
and modeling as well?
She'll go. Well, that's like I was telling her yesterday. I said you just need to step into it. She'll do it if they require it, if they want the full
Okay.
family, or if they want the wife, But she's not really like kind of going full fledged, kind of like myself and the kids and stuff like that. But she'll go out. Although she gonna go out now if it's on the contract. You know what I'm saying? If the money's talking.
Nice. So how do you guys handle?
I'm thankful to be able to do out. Go ahead. My bad.
Nice. No, I was saying,
Yeah.
how do you guys handle a busy schedule? Like you had appointments today. She had to take the girl. I mean, how are you guys handling? If you have two people on set at one time, how's that working?
I'll be honest, it really can become rough. We have my mom that comes here from time to time. She's kind of back and forth. She's back in Texas right now, but she's really a big help. And we also have community around us that helps out. But with this COVID situation, it's been kind of hard. So it's been a blessing with my mom. But, any given day, you can have 2-3 auditions in the house. We're running back and forth. Somebody's got this audition, going back to a call back, yada, yada, yada. So it's always a run around. And that was one of the big things is that, because I was working full time at the time and she was always calling me, hey, can you get off? Help me out. And I'm just like, man, I'm at work. I can't be, So that's why I was like, man, I'm just going to step out on faith and jump out and do this thing 100% with my family. And so that's been a help. Like today, for instance, me being here with them and wow, we've got one out doing her little thing, So, but yeah, it's tough and rough, but it can be done. Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. So, Mark, what inspires you, and who inspires you?
I think what inspires me is my family, of course, God, the inspiration of God. Inspiration. What inspires me? I think what inspires me is to be fulfilled from within, and to be made whole and to live life full. And to inspire others and to help others. To find that fulfillment. I think that's kind of been inspiring me here lately, to help others feel like they're stepping or doing, what they love to do, and not caught up into doing something that you really don't feel like you don't, because you get one life, man. I feel like, we get one life, and why not do what you feel like you either attracted to some type of nature? Because I feel like if you're attracted to it, something of that is within you. That's what's drawing you to that thing,
Definitely.
And so go all out. But yeah, that's what you say. What inspires me, and what else was the other thing you said?
Who?
Oh, who inspires me? Yeah, definitely family, the wife, the kids, and entertainers. I've always been inspired by other entertainers and stuff like that, and music, a lot of music artists and stuff like that. Yes, ma'am.
Nice. What's your favorite genre?
Oh man, watch out now. Let me see. I would probably say funk, soul, neo soul. R&B. I'm an R&B guy. I'm an R&B guy.
Nice.
Old school.
Yes.
Old school.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yes.
When I have a lot of questions, so I'm trying to
do your thing. Do your thing. I ain't got nothing but time.
Okay, well, here's one that I definitely want to know. And when did you fall in love with Jesus?
Oh man. I guess I would probably say, when did I fall in love with Jesus? I probably fell in love with, I would say I fell in love with Jesus early in life. Well, early on, because I grew up, my mom took us to church a lot. And I knew of Jesus. I knew of Jesus, but it was really, I had to, because I had to, mom pulled you to church and everything like that. But I think I really fell in love as I got older in life, married. Me and Tracy was going to church and doing things. I think dealing with life struggles and trying to find my way and path during that time drew me more towards God and Jesus. And I think that's when the love relationship started there. Will be more for me in my adult life, maybe early 20s, I would say.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fair enough. Nice.
Yes,
nice. So, and you guys, where are some places that you have been? Being a military brat.
Being a military brat, I've lived in California early on, up in Monterey Bay, Salinas area. My dad was stationed at Fort Ord, California. Had some good times there. Lived in New Jersey. Of course, got a lot of family in New Jersey. Stayed in New Jersey for a little while. Then from Jersey, we went over to Germany. Stayed in Nuremberg, Germany. Was in Germany for a while. And then, of course, Killeen, Fort Hood, Texas. Where you at right there? Killeen, stand up! So Killeen, K-Town, stayed in Killeen for many years, went to high school and everything down there. And then me and Tracy got married, moved up to Dallas, Fort Worth, DF-Dub. Stayed in the DFW, Fort Worth area for a while. And then we moved out here to California. And that's been
Where's been the best place for you?
Say again?
I said, where has been the best place for you, or have all of them contributed something?
I think all of them have contributed. Yes, ma'am. I would definitely agree with that. All of them have contributed. I feel like every place you go gives you something to the next place that you go. Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So okay, so when you're DJing and they're interviewing you for these events, when you're thinking about the music or the type of mood you're gonna set, can you tell what the people need based upon interacting with them?
One thing that I try to do, and I think one of the things about me when I DJ, I like to get there, set up, see the atmosphere. I like to meet the people. That's one of the first things I try to do. I want to go meet mom, grandmom, everybody. Hey, what's going on? How can I help you? Y'all need some boxes moved around? I try to become part of the family right then and there so that it doesn't feel like we're strangers.
Okay.
So I feel like we're already engaged. And then I feel like DJing, there's different types of DJing. And I feel like when you're DJing on the radio, that's different because you can't see the audience. You're just doing your own mix and things like that. But when you actually have an event, especially a wedding, because you got all genres, all walks of life, majority of the time, depending on if you do more of a Caucasian wedding or if you do more of an African-American wedding or Hispanic, or if you do a wedding where it's just a mixture of people. I think most DJs have to be able to see the floor and kind of take, it's kind of like you have a certain eye that you see, okay, everybody's dancing, everybody's grooving and things like that. And so it's kind of it's a natural flow. You really can't explain. And then it's like, it's like that intuition from within gives you that next song. Okay, I think this song's going to keep the flow going. Okay, we're going to transition over here, and do all that. And that's one of the things I try my best to do is be versatile in reference to, the crowd, the weddings, because I mostly just do weddings. That's mostly what I do, And so, when you do a lot of weddings, there's kind of a flow that you naturally go through and go to. And there's songs that, folks going to always dance and everybody can have time, So, but you definitely have that playlist.
When you do the weddings, does it feel like you said, a part of the family? Do you feel like honored? Like this is their special day?
Yeah. I tell you, there's moments, man, you kind of tear up a little bit when you see the father-daughter dance. You see that emotion and you feel like, man, I played that song, or man, I made that announcement, man. That really touched, and then you can see like sometimes, a whole family will come out and dance. And it's just a beautiful moment. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful, magical moment, and it's a blessing to be able to be there to make that happen for somebody. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Tell us
So,
what was one of the most unique weddings you've ever been to?
oh snap! Let me see. Probably unique. I did do a Jewish wedding one time, which I thought that was pretty unique for me. It was different. We did the horror and different things like that. I
Okay.
did an African wedding. African wedding was live. We got live the whole
Bet.
time. Music was going, and it was, I didn't have to work too hard. Once you started the music, everybody was going.
They
Was
was
getting
there.
live. But that's pretty much it. I was getting ready to do a Arabian wedding out here in LA, but things changed. But I love the different culture type weddings. And so
Nice.
that's always
Nice.
pretty cool. Yeah.
So, do you travel for these weddings, or will you do them
Yeah,
all around the country?
that's the goal right now. Well, most of my base is Texas because, of course, I lived in Texas a lot. But I'm building some base out here in LA. I've done about 3 or 4 events out here. I've done something in Atlanta, North Carolina, and that's the goal. I've done something in New Jersey, but I'm trying to be all over the U.S. That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? So
Good.
I'm trying to travel for events, special weddings, special clientele. Um, what was I going to say? Corporate, a lot more like that. And I think once we kind of get through with the COVID, it'll kind of help.
It will.
And
It
that's definitely
definitely
the
will.
goal. And it's growing organically. It's an organic growth thing, and I'm just I'm thankful for what I've been able to do in the process and leading up. And that's like with any business. And so it just
Nice.
comes in. Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna read this statement to you. Tell me what you think about it.
All right.
Uh, when a human finds his or her gift, he can make it anywhere.
Yeah, I think there's something similar to that. I forget who says it, but it's like they basically start living until you find your gift, or
That's
or
definitely true.
or gift. See, when a person says gift or purpose, if it's almost like the same thing, I don't know if it's exactly the same or if it's a little bit of a different. Um, but I think that's definitely true. Once you find your gift, and like you said, your gift will make the room for you. It's just walking into that gift. I think you was about to say something.
No, it just paused a little bit.
Was you?
But definitely, I believe
Oh, okay,
that
okay, okay, okay.
I just believe far too often that most people don't realize they have a gift. They don't realize that
I
they have something to
got you.
contribute to the world. And our gifts are so strongly interlinked. I just believe they're created to help each other and make the world happy. Yes, he is an entertainer.
Oh,
Alicia Green
oh
said
yeah.
you're definitely an entertainer. So, when you have the
That's
gift
Alicia.
of
That's what's up. Yeah,
entertainment,
go ahead.
I just think it's
Yeah,
just an
I knew
amazing.
her as a little kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah, I know
No,
her
that's
since I was real small. I was doing stuff back then. Yeah.
so yeah, that's just a point that I wanted to pull out and bring up because I think far too often, we don't encourage each other to really exercise our gifts. Sometimes we encourage each other just go to work and stay locked into this job, and then people don't realize like you have this amazing gift and you're just sitting on it and you're not really
Yeah, that's
exercising it fully.
I believe that's so true. I believe it's so true that you can be going to a job, making decent money, making real good money, real,
Hmm.
real, real, real good money. But I mean, if I feel like if you're not being fulfilled in what you do, you personally, if it's not fulfilling you, if you feel like you keep giving or you keep doing, but it's not giving you anything, then it's more so draining you rather than feeding you, and then it becomes overwhelming and tiresome. Even though you are making a lot of money, but you're not being fed, and then it's like folks be like, man, you're making all that money, man, you're doing that, but they don't know the true story of how you really feel. So I think if once you
Exactly.
find that thing, you find purpose in, you love it, you have joy doing it. It may not even be you may not be making that much money right off the bat, but I
Hmm.
feel like giving 100, you're giving 1,000% when you do that thing because you love doing that thing,
Definitely.
and
Yes.
that effort that you're giving is making room for you to go forward, and then that money will find you, later on down the road. But at least it's like you don't want to be a fish out of water. You want to
Hmm.
be in that water so you can swim. You know,
Yes.
you got to
Yes.
get in that stroke. You know what I'm talking about?
You
You got to get in that
go.
stroke. Yes, ma'am. So
Your mom
good.
is here.
Oh, mom, Dukes. Mom Dukes hold it down.
Yes.
I hear you. Yes, ma'am.
I blame her. You know what? This your baby. So be proud, Miss Francine Lane.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Mom.
Um, so what gives you your strength, Mark?
What gives me my strength is God, of course, my family, my inner family, my friends, myself,
Mhm.
and my faith, and just knowing that all things are working together for the good. All things are good. All things are God, and that's what I stand on. That's what I believe in confidence in that going forward day to day,
Love it.
every day. Yes, ma'am. Gotta have it,
So
and especially in the days and
yeah,
times that we're living in.
definitely. And I wanted to
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
you about that. So dealing with COVID, going through all of these different things, the way 2020 has been set up, how have you been coping with the things that's going on in the world? And this is a question I usually don't ask a lot of people, but I think you definitely will have good insight on this, dealing with our young Black men or our young Black people or Black people in general, the way that we have been treated and ostracized and wounded. How has that impacted you personally, and what are your views on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think of course, being African American, it definitely hits hard. It hits home, and of course, some of the situations, especially the situation that happened with my man George Floyd, that hit everybody, all races and all walks of life. It's unfortunate. It's definitely a real issue that we have been dealing with for many time, many years now, many generations to come. And I mean, I really feel like certain things will always be here. It's just how you deal with it. You can't get rid of something. Evil going to be evil. Evil's going to be here. There's so many different types of evil. I think it's just about it's open. It's an awareness. Okay, how can we come together and make this situation better? That's the ultimate goal. And I think
Mhm.
it's, of course, it starts with each and every individual coming together and letting the spirit of love cover all, because love covers all, white, black. Love is a heart, and a heart is red, and we all bleed red. So let's just let
Yeah.
all of our love come together, regardless of your color, creed, religion, background. Hey, man, I love you, my brother. I love you, my sister. Let's come together in love, and let's be together. And for me and my family, that's just really what we try to live by. And me being a military brat, I really never really saw color, because I was always around different walks of life. So that's never really been a thing for me. But it exists. We can't act like it doesn't exist. It's real. It's a real situation. I believe that there are some bad cops out there, and I believe there are some really good cops out there. In that regard. So I think if they can, there's definitely some structure they got to do within the police systems and things like that to help out. And then on the same flip side, we got to do our due diligence and try our best to abide by and do the right things. And there has to be some medium in between that. So but yeah, that's my view on that, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Well stated. Well
yeah,
stated.
had to get it
So
out.
yeah, and it's always good to get different insights and hear the heart of different people, because far too often we don't really talk about it in a positive manner. A lot of people get angry, but definitely the love, definitely the
Gotta
love.
have love, man. You gotta. I think if everybody came in love, man, we wouldn't have the issues that we have. But of course, that's not realistic in a real world. But that's just really, Jesus came with love. Jesus came to save
Yes.
and heal and do all that, and they took him out. So you can just imagine what they're gonna do to me and you. You know what I'm saying? So but we still want to show that love,
That's it.
regardless. Still turn that
Regardless.
other cheek. You know what I'm saying? And let God handle it. Even in situations where somebody do you wrong, or you feel like you got something against somebody, pray about it. Let God handle it. And rather than you stepping out trying to do it, you mad, you letting another
Mhm.
person's energy get in you to do something crazy. Now you acting crazy. It's like I feel like you got to keep your standards high, keep doing you, keep flying. Pray about it. God, I didn't like how that happened, man. I ain't like how he did that. I ain't like how she said that, everything like that. And give it to
Mhm.
God. Let God handle that. But I think when we try to put it into our own hands, that's where we
Mhm.
mess up. You know what I'm saying? He said,
That's
"Vengeance is mine.
saith
Vengeance
the
is
Lord.
mine." Said the Lord. Said
Yes,
the Lord.
yes.
Said the Lord Salah.
That's definitely on point.
Yes, ma'am.
What does success look like to you, Mark?
I think success is fulfillment of from within on each individual basis. I feel like, if you feel like you're successful in whatever it is that you're doing, like I feel like I'm successful right now at my level right now. Of course, I want more success, but I'm successful. I feel like I never get comfortable. I'm always
Mhm.
striving for more. Um, Happy but not satisfied. And celebrating the small successes, celebrating the big successes, keeping a level head, not getting too high on the highs or too low on the lows.
That's it.
But yeah, just
Wow.
being happy and thankful for what gifts and what blessing God gives.
I
Yes.
absolutely love it. I'm appreciating this because, oftentimes when I'm interviewing people and talking to them, really they are encouraging me and helping me the most. So I'm just absolutely loving this. I appreciate your spirit. What do you love most
Oh, no
about
doubt, no doubt. No, yeah.
what do you love most about yourself?
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Nobody never asked me that, man. She trying to break your boy down. Oh man. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I love I just love, and that's that I really feel like that's so important. It's
Mhm.
really important to love yourself. There's been
Yeah.
seasons in my life I didn't really, I feel like we always kind of love ourselves, but it's important to love yourself, love who you are. You know what I'm saying? But I just love who I am as far as just my personality. Just trying to do the right thing, just being who I am. But it's so important to love yourself. We can't stress that enough. I think self love is important. How you talk to yourself, how you think
Mhm.
about yourself, your confidence.
Yes.
All of that helps you. When you love yourself, you don't care about what nobody got to say. I don't care what you got to say. I love me for who I am. If you don't
Mhm.
love me, that's on you, but I love me. And that's most important. And I feel like if we love ourselves and walked in more confidence in who we are and the way we are, because God loves you for who you are, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be so insecure or worried about what other people have to say. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people gonna talk. I don't care who you are. Folks gonna have something to say, no matter who. I mean, look what they did to my man Jesus. So they got something to say about you. Yes, ma'am.
Definitely. And it's okay. And I think, these types of settings break through barriers, and it's like it doesn't matter what other people think because everybody's going to have something to say. Everybody's going to have an opinion, and it's
Oh
okay.
yeah, that's
But
okay,
be
and that's
comfortable.
good. You want to have the salt and the pepper. That's how
Yes.
you gotta stay. It's balanced. You got to have your friends, your enemies. They work for your favor. Both of them do.
Mhm.
You gotta. They both work in your favor. And
Not
so it just depends on what side. Just pick your side. Doc. Pick your side. God
that's
gonna use you either way. God gonna use you either way. If you against me or if you for me, it's all good. That's
not.
right.
So, let me ask you a personal question.
Yes, ma'am.
What type of advice do you give your daughters?
Oh, for my daughters, I always try to tell them to keep themselves. They're pretty young. What Kayla's 11 now. She's getting a little older.
Mhm.
I was gonna say so as I say to them. But, I just they're still pretty young, but I just try to tell them stay ladylike. They're
Mhm.
sweet young ladies. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? And they don't give me no problems. They don't give us no problems, nothing like that. But I try to make sure that they stay humble,
Mhm.
and that they stay humble, and they don't take things for granted, um, and that they always respect their elders and the people that have come before them to give them the opportunities that they yet have on today. You know,
Nice.
and make sure that they're good in that regard. But yeah, and that's when my daughter, she was giving me scripts today. I mean, she writes scripts
Oh,
like a grown person. I'm looking at this thing like, man, and I mean, full out page. Like, oh, I got another series and stuff like that. So I know she's flowing right in her flow. You know,
wow. That's
yeah,
excellent.
man. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So she's writing scripts. You write songs.
I haven't written anything recent. I've written songs in the past. I used to write more when I go through. That helps me get through what I'm going through. So that's when I would write. But but yeah, I've written some songs in the past. Yes, ma'am.
Can you sing?
Well, I think I can sing, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know how other people feel about it, but to me, I can sing. I hit you the tune if you want me to. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, hey, if you can sing. I like people who can sing because I can't sing. So
Okay. Hey, yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
Oh, when people ask me, can you sing? I'm like, is that gonna stop you from hiring me?
Oh, everybody can put on a tune. Everybody can put on a tune, but it's all good.
Oh, it's real bad. It's real bad. My husband asked me when he first met me, he said, sing something. Everybody can sing. And he was like, everybody can't sing. After he heard me, he said, everybody can sing.
I hear you. It's all good.
I didn't get that gift.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yes,
all right, so let's talk about some fun stuff. If you could follow, or hang out with a celebrity or somebody you admire for a day, who would it be and why?
Oh man, let me see. Who would your boy hang out with? Shaquille O'Neal would be one, because I feel like I vibe with Shaq. I actually feel like Shaq is family, and he might even be. I know he's from New Jersey. I'd love to kick it with Shaquille. There's a lot, Jamie Foxx. I love Jamie Foxx. I like his vibe. I like how he carries himself. Those are folk. I'd love to talk to him and get some advice and things like that.
Nice.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
mom put you on the spot.
What's she talking about?
She said, "Tell you to spit a beat."
Oh Lord, have mercy. See, she always coming with something.
So what you talking about? Beatboxing?
Yeah, that was my thing growing up.
That was me and my sister's thing. So come on.
Oh, your sister beatbox?
All of us did.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. If you beatbox, I'll beatbox.
No, you got to do it first. You the guest.
I'll beatbox now. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
If I beatbox, you bust the flow.
Oh no. Now see, the flow ain't my thing, but the beatbox are my.
All right. Let me see him. Hold on. Let me break that. Hold on.
No, you kind of professional.
Right with it, boy. That boy's about to get right with it. I can do that back. That's old school though. Jokers don't beatbox no more. You start beatboxing, Jokers be like, man, that's retro.
Yeah, but it's all right. That's our era.
That's our era back in the day.
Yeah, no, I'm not that skilled.
No, it's so good.
It's the basic. Oh,
it's all good. Everybody got their own style.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of this.
Appreciate you.
What would be your theme song, Mark? Oh, you want me to do it?
My who?
You want me to do your theme song?
Oh, my theme song?
Yeah.
Oh, you do the old school. You put the that's the beatbox.
Oh, 1983 version.
You on the Fat Boys.
Fat Boys, yes.
I feel you. Theme song.
Theme song.
Oh man, it ain't my fault. No, it ain't my theme song. What would be my theme song, man? I don't know if I got a theme song. I can't think of a theme song. What's your theme song, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm kind of mine is Unstoppable.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my song.
Gospel, the gospel song.
Yeah, but I got another one. Eminem, Lose Yourself.
I like that one. That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
that one get me motivated. It get me
Yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good one. What's another good one? I like Nipsey's All My Life Grinding. I like that one. But
Nice.
one of my what's one of my go-tos? Um I've written a affirmation song, and
Okay.
I took a beat from my man, uh what's his name? Big dude. I can't think. Rick
Okay.
Ross and Meek Mill have that jam. But I just took the beat
Mm-hmm.
and I placed my words into it. So I listen to it every morning. But it's
Okay.
like kind of like your song, but it's my get up. Yeah,
Nice. You're gonna have to
yeah.
send me a copy of that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. No doubt. Yes, ma'am.
Look at Mama Lane. She said, "Got one shot." Yes, you right. Just one
That's
chance.
the
That's
jam. That
it.
is the jam. That's the jam.
I love her. She's awesome.
Yeah. That's old Mom Dukes.
Oh,
Have 'em.
um, so in this moment in life, where are you?
You know what? I think I'm just tapping and stepping into my stride. And now I'm just trying to um, seek and fulfill what I feel like God is leading me to do with my family and with my ventures and business and in this season of my life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I feel like I'm in a happy place and space. You know, I've been in some rough spots, but I'm thankful for this season of my life. And yeah, life is good, and it's a blessing, you know. So
Nice, nice.
yeah.
I absolutely love it. Um, so what's on your to-do list that's important but not urgent?
Oh man. Well, you know, I'm supposed to be going around the store to get some Gatorades. Um, I'll be on them Gatorades, boy. Them Gatorades, boy. Look, I
Good
don't,
to
I
me.
don't,
We got a little case of them in there.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's not important. I mean, everything you do is important. I will be honest, but I'll be flying a lot lately, man. I'll be on the plane a lot. I'll probably be on the plane more than I'll be on the ground. And lately, I'll be flying most of the Texas right now. But
Okay,
yeah, I'll be like, man, I'll be in the airport a lot. But I'll be honest. I'm the body, and my wife is the brains.
that's good.
That's how
That's
we
good.
work. And
Nice.
she's the maestro for a lot of the stuff, all of the stuff, tickets,
Hmm.
audition. All she takes care of a lot of that. And I just like, where can I help? Where I fit in. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
I'm on the boat. Show me what I need to do. You know.
I don't
But
know. I might have to get
yeah.
her up. I might need some management. I
She hold it down now. She hold it down. She do all the marketing. She do a lot.
nice.
I'm thankful. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm very blessed. And so you know, yeah,
Beautiful.
she do her do. So
Hmm. So I saw a family picture recently. I think you guys took it. Was it Sunday?
which one was it?
Um, Black don't crack.
Oh,
Is
that
that
was
what
yesterday.
that was
That was
yesterday?
yesterday. Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Tell me about that
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, we was at a we have a colleague of ours who has a friend. She has a shop out here in Culver City in the mall, Black Don't Crack. And I believe
Mhm.
she's had the brand for a while. And she
Okay.
reached out to us to do a photo shoot. Yeah, it was real nice, and met some good people out there, and it was just a real good time, you know. Good, so it's a a real good. I love the theme of it, you know, and she breaks it down. I believe she has a book also. Also, I
Mhm.
know her, I can't think of her last name, but her first name is Deborah. Deborah, but you can definitely
Okay.
look her up on Instagram, Black Don't Crack. But she has a book and everything. She really breaks down her because of course it's a black thing, but she breaks it down in a way that she's saying it that she has to explain. I don't know all the details, but it really was really. I went to an event and she was there one time and she really kind of broke down. It was really interesting. That's what she was saying
Mhm.
when she says the term "black don't crack." Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because
Good.
people look at it and their perception can be one way, but
Mhm.
she when she talks about it, it's like, oh wow. So it's like everybody can understand it in a way, you know.
Okay. Is it more of the
It's
spirit
not
or?
basically like it's not a brand or a shirt that is just for black people. everybody can wear.
Okay.
Yeah. What were you gonna say now?
No, I was saying, is it talking about more of your spirit man, or is it just?
Yeah, it's something to that degree, spirit. It's a lot of stuff to do, of course, with the culture, African American, and then other things in that nature too. Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were a superhero, Mark, what would your power be?
If I was a superhero, I'd be like my son loves the Hulk.
Okay.
Be strong. That's the goal. Be strong.
Nice.
Yes, be like the Hulk.
What are you most proud of? What's your biggest accomplishment to date that you're most proud of?
Oh man. I'm proud and thankful that I'm still alive. Thankful that I'm married, still married. I'm proud to be um, a little entrepreneur. Doing my own little thing. Um, I'm proud to step out on faith and shoot for my dreams. Took that leap. Um, and I'm just proud to be a father and all those different things.
Nice.
Proud to be speaking here with you.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have a show as well. Tell us a little bit about your show.
The mic is yours.
All right. So how does that go?
That was just the idea. I had an idea about artists coming together during the pandemic because of all the stuff. Man, people can't go out perform. So I was like, man, I called some friends like, hey man, we ought to do something. And so any artist. We actually about to have a couple show because my wife has this thing called Husband and Wife for Life. So we're going to get on there, reach out to husband and wives that are talented and would love to do singing. If you do singing or poetry or whatever case may be, we're going to kind of blend the talents and then have a show for husband and wives. And so we're going to do that for our next show. And then in the fall, the holidays, we're looking at doing a kids show too. We want to bring on kids to sing and do their thing. And so, but yeah, it's a cool show. A lot of people love it. I've had some folks from all around the world actually reach out to me that want to be on the show. And so yeah, it's called The Mic Is Yours. And we have fun, and we got a lot more things we want to do with it. And so it's running pretty smooth. So, we're excited about it. Yeah.
Good. So how often do you do it?
I try to do a show a month for the most part, unless I got something else going on, but I try to do a show a month. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I think this next month we might do one late October, but it probably will fall into November for the next show. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, check it out. It's called The Mic Is Yours. Yes, ma'am.
I definitely will. And where can people see that show at?
You can go to The Mic Is Yours on Facebook. The Mic Is Yours. Just put in The Mic Is Yours and it should pull it up.
And it'll pull it up. Okay, that's nice. So 20 years of marriage.
Yes, ma'am.
What would you tell a man that's about to get married?
No, I'm just playing.
Don't get in trouble after this, please.
You know what I'm saying? We all know marriage is a lot like life. Sometimes life is not easy, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about holding on. I was talking to my cousins today a little bit about relationships and stuff. Every relationship is different. Every marriage is different. I would definitely say you can't base your marriage or relationship on somebody else's marriage and relationship. I would just say, especially to a young man, keep God first. Pray with your wife, pray with your family, pray with your children, and even along with that, there's still challenges amongst that. So, a lot of it is, it's just about hanging in there. Marriage takes faith. It's a faith walk. There's a lot of things that we do in God that take faith, and, it's not always easy. And you got to have it's in the rough times that you draw closer, I feel like, with your spouse, which helps you to draw closer to each other. And some people, when I feel like when things get harder or they don't feel like they're in love, you don't always feel like you're in love. It's not about feelings. It's about just knowing the commitment that you attain to and keeping that commitment despite feelings come and go, emotions come and go with life. So you can't go off with your emotions. And I had to learn that. Was something I used to struggle with. I would allow my emotions to toy me and pull me. But it's standing strong on what you believe, standing on the word, and trusting in that and walking in that. And so that's it.
Right. Yes, the emotion thing is definitely real. They change. You
They
shift
should.
day to
They
day.
should. Yeah, that's
That's
right.
good. That's
That's right.
good. Okay, so tell me 3 fun facts about you, Mark.
Oh man, 3 fun facts. Let me see. I don't wear socks.
Is that
That's
real?
1,000. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not
They
in.
call me No Socks Johnson at the job. Gotta make sure you wash your feet though. They don't like it at the airport either. Fun fact. Oh man, let me see. Shoot. Fun fact. I eat a lot of cereal. I'm a cereal
Okay.
cat.
What's the
So,
favorite cereal?
yeah. I do Apple Jacks and Fruity Pebbles.
Those are fun cereal.
Gotta have Apple Jacks and Fruity Pebbles. And let me see, what's another fun fact? Man, I can't think of a fun fact. Dang. Um, I've been dabbling with this sketch comedy. I got another character named Ricky that I do. I've been doing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And so y'all have to check him out. And so I got some folks that's down for him. I got some folks that's so I'm working with him. I actually got a couple other cats that I'm bringing on. So but
Okay.
I've been trying to do a little sketch comedy here lately. Yeah.
So tell us about Ricky. Tell us what's Ricky.
Well,
about?
Ricky started off. He started off as a cat that you know what I'm saying. He was a Jackson. He says he was a Jackson, Ricky Jackson. That's how he really got started at first. And he said basically Joe never really acquired him as a son. And so he really felt some kind of way because he lived across the street from the Jackson.
Okay.
And then Joe Jackson and his mom kind of had a little something one time, and that's how he was born. So he was always out, looking through the window and stuff, seeing what the Jacksons were doing, but he was never recognized. So he felt some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so that's pretty much been his thing. He's trying to show folks that, he got it too. He can sing, he can dance, he can move. And so I started off with that kind of theme, but then I kind of let that go because somebody was like, man, you got to be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with the Jacksons and stuff. You don't want them boys come back and get you, So then I cut the Jackson off and I just left it at Ricky. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's why I've been doing with that.
All right. Yeah, I've been checking out Ricky.
You see some of the clips?
I see Ricky.
He need a little help. I know he need a little help. He need a little help. Y'all got to help me out. Y'all got to help me out. Man, I didn't see the clips. Okay.
He doing all right. He doing all right. He making it. Now that I know where he came from.
Yeah. Early on. That's how he came from. Yeah. Yeah,
Who
that's
he
how he
really
came.
don't belong to. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you might have to make me a character. I might need some help. So I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
definitely.
I got some other folks that's going to get involved with me and help me out. So we got some more stuff to come. So we're gonna work on some stuff.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff. All right,
Well,
so I got one more question. Well, a couple of more.
I bet.
If you were to write a book, what would that book be about?
I think if I was to write a book, it would be about understanding self, and I think I would try to write something more of a kind of a self-help book into the degree of understanding self, understanding how the mind works, understanding of knowing, I've been dabbling into quantum physics and stuff like that, and really understanding the mind and the power from within and things like that. So I think it'd be something to that degree, kind of a self-help book to the degree of that. And things that I think a lot of people don't really know and understand, and how we don't realize how in many ways we can be affecting our daily walk, our life, just by our natural habits and the things that we do. And once we kind of change our programming, and we understand that, what starts from within works itself without. And once we change from within, we kind of go from within out. So I would kind of try to dabble into that, because that stuff is real, man. Once you really start to dig into that and really understand, like, man, I ain't really realized, man, then you start changing things up, start changing how you talk, how you see, how you think, and how you walk. And, you start, man, I didn't realize that, man, life is not happening to me. Life is responding to me. I gotta make the change. I gotta be the change. You know what I'm saying? If I want change, I gotta make the change. And you can change jobs, change careers, things like that, but then you still don't feel like the change has happened. But it starts within you. So
Excellent. Excellent. I absolutely love that. Self-help, that's definitely what we need more of. I think
yeah.
you're a great example of taking the leap of faith, walking by faith, definitely on the right path, exercising your gifts. Um, I want you to do one more thing for me before we leave is whatever it is you want to leave people with, do that for me right now.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. And I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. I would just leave people with um there's a lot of people that's dealt with a lot of loss right now, including myself. Last year I lost my dad.
I'm sorry.
Um and oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good. There's a lot of people that's dealing with the loss of family members, the loss of finances, the loss of just ultimate change, change in their life, whether it be divorce, losing of losing of a loved one, just devastating blows. Then there's a lot of successes out there too. But I would just say, man, at the end of the day, just hang on to life, hang on to yourself, hang on to your loved ones. I feel like family ought to definitely be family in this season.
Yes.
We have
It's kind of broken up.
of all the things political realm, and we don't know what's going to happen there, and we can't put all of our eggs in that and trust in just in that. Of course, we know we got to trust in the Lord and what the Word says, and have confidence, despite of who's president, that's pretty much what I would leave. I would say, man, shoot for the stars, live your life full, and be thankful for each and every day, be excited each and every day, write down your dreams, your goals, and look at them, speak to them, and that's it. And then live life abundantly, man.
Amen.
That's
Excellent.
that's it.
Well, I
That's what I
definitely
have to say.
appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I
Yes,
appreciate
ma'am.
your service. You guys,
And know
there
that
you
and know
have
that
it.
all is good, all is God, all
Amen.
all is God. No matter you're in the valley low.
Mhm. Amen.
And understand long enough to realize counted. I'm counting not a season. I'm counting on highs and I praise them on the low.
Amen. It's breaking up a little bit.
For
Can you hear me, Mark?
all the connection.
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me? All right, you guys. There you have it. Mark Lane, Entertain. He's a host, DJ, MC. Yes. Thank you so much. We didn't get that last little bit, so if you want to give it to us, you certainly can. Okay. Well, it's broken
Oh,
up.
I was basically,
Go ahead.
oh no, I was just basically saying, what was I saying? Despite of where you are in your life, count it all joy. How God says we gotta even in our trials and tribulations, count it all joy, whether you be on the mountaintop or it's all working together for you good.
So you're good.
Feel it. It
Hey.
may not seem like it, but
Mm-hmm.
God is working. Yeah. And it's all good, all God. Life is good all the
That's
time.
it.
And once we keep that
Amen.
mindset and mantra all the time, that's man.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Those are powerful keys. Very,
But
very
I
powerful.
appreciate you, Mr. Tamika Eugene, holding it down. I appreciate you holding it
That's all
down.
right.
And if you need a DJ, holler at your boy. DJ Mark Lane, hold it down on the ones and
Definitely.
twos. Big
Post
ups.
all the information on my page in the link, and Thank you. This has
I
been my
appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you too. So Mark Lane, entertain, DJ, host, MC, actor, and I'm gonna even throw it out there. He can model too.
Watch out there, boy. Well, you know, I'm working on getting the weight down. I'm working on getting the weight down. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hold. I used to model back in the day, but you know,
okay.
that Popeye's chicken come around. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got to keep passing by them jokers. Yes, ma'am.
It was the
but it's all Gucci. But I'm vegan. No, I'm playing. I'm working on it.
Are you vegan? Ma'am. Oh wow!
No, nice. I used to be. For a couple of months, 2 months. I was 2 months vegan. Yeah.
Well, you did well. You did better than me because I'm a carnivore. All right, you guys. That's been our show. You guys be blessed.
Y'all be blessed. Right. Hold it down. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.